Hey guys, so it's actually raining really hard and I was sitting there editing. Actually, it's taking me a long time to edit this one because I'm doing a lot of different stuff with DaVinci and the Fusion, etc., and adding those clips and stuff like that. All those GIFs. Finally figured out how to get it converted to MP4 and everything. But during that time, my inverter generator, the Champion, ran out of gas. So during this, I had to run. Actually, it was a little bit harder than this. I had to run out and fill my gas can, or my generator. I had to fill it, and I just made sure I went all the way with a gallon of gas and everything. And it's basically flooding all around all these tires and everything. So I had to figure out where exactly to step, so I wasn't stepping in like basically a huge puddle or anything, or actually a stream. But like my shoes are completely, well, they're not through all the way because I'm wearing darn tough socks and everything, so I'm really glad about that. But this shirt is completely wet, and I even squeezed it really hard and basically twisted it enough to where water just dripped out in here. And also my hat that I was wearing, my hair's not that wet, but it's because I was wearing my hat. Hold on one second. If I can find it. Oh, I put it right here. This is completely soaked. Yeah. I'm glad I got that done quickly-ish, but I'm glad I got it done. And this is working again now. So me and Ranger can rest in the AC while I continue editing my clip. And also I put up some more of these because honestly, just why not? I had 10 of them. Now I have 8 more left. And I think that's a pretty good thing. Just really simple. And that's fully charged now good. So I'm going to turn off my inverter as soon as I finish editing, etc. That way I'm just using my phone with the stuff. But Ryan is driving. Actually came back to YouTube with a live stream because he put out a video like a week ago, I think. And I'm really happy about that he's actually back on, because he got fired from Uber because he recorded clips and everything and was really nice about it. But Uber just canceled him, basically. Not canceled him. Uber just got rid of him, I'll say that. So now he's back on a live stream and everything. So I'm really happy about that. And I'm really happy that I can actually insert clips and everything back again, because I had to look it up really harshly to figure out, because it wasn't the position lock wasn't on or anything like that for the video. But I just basically what I did is I Control A to select all of it, and then I copied it, Control C, and then I created a new timeline, and I just Control V and it pasted all of it to it. So I'm really happy that worked, and honestly I have no idea what the issue was, but it worked, so I'm okay with it. All right, I'm gonna continue editing and I'll see you guys maybe later. I'm still working. And good morning. So I guess after spending, actually it was around 11 hours editing, just editing, because I was trying to export it and everything with DaVinci Resolve, but it kept, no matter what, for the longest time, just having issues rendering the clips, like the little GIFs and everything that I put on there. It just had so much issues, so I had to delete some of them, and also had to re-download and convert again to MP4, etc. It just took forever. But as a reward, apparently, the highest it's going to get today is 75 degrees. So, pretty decent. I have to use nothing to keep it cool. And I'm really happy about that. And I'm pretty sure he is too. Yeah. So we're going to relax a little bit while it's still really wet everywhere. Might see you guys later. And a little while ago, I'm making spaghetti now and everything, but a little while ago, I noticed that there was a small leak from right there somewhere, and I just put spare piece of well, basically trash shorts that I have, because I'm never really wearing them unless I do laundry and I don't have anything else to wear. But yeah, I just put that down to get the excess drips. But I also went on top and caulked some areas and put some plastic over top of where I caulked and everything. But I'm gonna wait and recaulk a lot more later on, because yeah, the first one was an issue, or the one in the front was an issue before, and now the one in the back is finally an issue. So I'm gonna make that a lot better, because I thought I did earlier, but apparently not. So I'm gonna fix that. Actually, good morning. It's actually pretty decent out today. It's not raining or anything, and it's only gonna be cloudy today, hopefully. But at the same time, it's only like 3 degrees warmer than it was yesterday. So I am going to finally, because yesterday I was really wanting to, and I did, but probably didn't do a good job. But today I am going to get on top again and recaulk that whole area. So I think that should be better. And I'm also going to unscrew the cover on the inside and just check it out a little bit more and caulk that up a little bit too. What I've decided to do first though is the inside, and I've already unscrewed and took off the faceplate covering of it, and now I have this right now. And I turned off the lights and everything, because what I'm going to do is just go around with this really bright LED light and just look and see where any area water could go through. Like, I think right there, a couple, I see 1, 2, let me make this a little bit dimmer, 1, 2, 3, 4 holes right there where water could be coming through. Maybe right there as well. Yep, so I'm just going to touch that up a little bit after I've already done the inside. I'm going to go ahead, well, I think I've done the whole inside, but now I'm going to go ahead and do the roof, and just a quick touch up from yesterday, and look and see what I did yesterday, and if I need to get rid of it or get rid of the spots that I did yesterday. It's just caulk. So honestly, a simple knife scraping can easily fix, well, get rid of it so I can fix it. And that's it, I think. Well, I hope. I'll say that. And if it rains again, I'll do the same thing I did before and just put spare cloth down to catch the all the excess water that just comes through. So that's good. But now, I don't know. I'm just thinking of what else I could do today. I'm probably going to take Ranger on a walk because it's actually a decent weather. So yeah, we're going to do that a little bit, and then I'll talk to you guys. So we walked, and I also got Ranger a puppuccino. They couldn't take card at, yeah, they just couldn't take card, so I didn't get anything, but he got his puppuccino. And also I went ahead and got, because I don't really like relying on some old fire extinguishers, I just got some new ones, rechargeable ones. So yeah, it's pretty decent. They cost a little bit of money, but I'll go ahead and say that little bit of money is way better than losing a lot of money. I'll say that. And after having to dry some kindling basically and make some first, yeah, I finally am starting to burn my trash for the week. But also Other than that, honestly, I have no idea. I'm just gonna relax a little bit, and hopefully I can gain some power with the sun. Finally, I haven't been gaining any for like the last 4 days, but yeah. All right, I'll see you guys later, maybe. Hey everyone. So good afternoon, definitely. Yeah, I forgot the time. It's already 3 p.m. What I'm doing now though, while I'm sitting in the AC, because it's a little hot out right now, and Ranger's on his play date, but what I'm getting ready to do is cut out and attach to this cardboard this outline that I want, and then I'm also going to cut the cardboard how I want it, so I can just use it to basically make a stencil. And I think that should be fairly easy. Let's see how much I can do. That took forever and I'm still not done. I pretty much have the outline of the whole thing now on the cardboard, and I started to use one Sharpie that I use that has a lot of ink in it, so it just drips out easier. But I do realize that I have all the cutting and everything where I can see through it, and even where the very harsh curves and everything, I just basically poked it like a needle over and over again so I could just see where the curves are. So that's what I have to do now, is basically cut that out, but I'm gonna do that later on because that took like 2 hours to do. I'll speed up the time lapse very harshly for you guys. Hi again everyone, good afternoon now. So earlier, I think yesterday, yeah, I noticed that the pigtails, the propane pigtails coming from the, I can't remember the title, the name of it really, but the dual connector for my propane tanks and everything, one of them had small cuts in it somehow that let propane leak out. So one of my propane tanks is a little bit almost on the off side. It's almost empty. So what I've done is I just shut both of them off. I took that pigtail off and I've already ordered a new one, and it should be here tomorrow. But for right now, unless I figure out some other way to do something, there's really not much I can do to cook like with propane or anything. So yeah, I just can't. Anyways, I'm just gonna get stuff and think about some more stuff, and I might finish this. I don't know, I'll see. But I also do have this plastic, some that I got from getting Ranger some food, and I was thinking, I just had a thought really, that I could use that plastic as well and basically make another outline for it if that outline doesn't work good enough. So I have 2 possible outlines. Let's see what I can come up with later on, but also I'm just gonna go get some stuff right now and try and figure out some other stuff. And hey, we're finally done shopping and gathering more loot for my pirate ship. So what I've gotten so far is I got a 3 AC adapter right here. So that goes to right there, and it's already done with some 3M stick like this. I just forgot to put that back on like that. And these all work. One's for the lights, the front lights, one's for the other lights. They're up here. I haven't secured those or anything yet. And one's for the CB radio. And yeah, so that's 3 right there. And then also what I've gotten is this right here, a inverter to attach to this battery bank. But the pump doesn't work, and actually the battery is kind of old and everything, so I just got other ones, and I already have 2 other DeWalt ones. So that's just a backup. That's a C. So I have an A in my car, a B right there, and a C right there, and I'm just going to use the C to charge stuff when I need it, or if I just need extra power at some point in time. So that's good, because it only had a USB right there. So I just got this, so I can charge or do anything, and it goes up to 120 watts. So I mean, it'll power something for a while, but not too powerful. But it's good, I guess. Yeah. Anyways, what else I've got? Oh, I also, Ranger's just relaxing in the AC right now because that's running. And also I made my AC, I used a splitter right here, goes to there, and it splits into 3, and I don't have one right there, but one is a surge protector, and the surge protector goes up to here. And I got a C to C, a USB-C to USB-C adapter right there, and that's charging a light for the night, and it's charging my vape batteries and everything. And also it's running my dehumidifier because I don't want to get mold in here. So yeah, and I might figure out something else to plug in, but for right now that's what I've got so far. And I'm trying to figure out, oh, I also got some more 3M like this, and I got some longer 3Ms. This is what's actually securing the AC, 1 AC to 3 AC outlet basically over there. That whole thing, that's securing that. Oh, and I also got a L lock, one of these, just in case I ever need it. Oh, and I also got another 20,000 milliamp solar external battery bank, because why not? Honestly, they're cheap, and yeah, it works out really. So that's pretty much what I've done so far today. I'm still waiting for that pigtail, because I even looked at Lowe's and Home Depot, and they don't have anything exactly like this. And honestly, I want to get the exact one that's on the other one. And what I'm gonna do after this, I have some plastic covering. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like is riveted. It goes in and out really quick and everything, and it's like and you can just put it around wires or small pipes, and I think honestly it'll fit over that pipe. So I'm gonna make it so they're very well protected. If not, I think I have 2 more things that still the stainless steel CSST tubing that I could just fit over that too, so nothing causes an issue. And I gotta figure out how to make it so it doesn't move up and down like sliding on it. But other than that, I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna relax a little bit because that was a lot of me looking around and trying to figure out some other stuff. And also I kind of got it in my head that I want to eventually, well, soon, start getting all this stuff in basically one area. And I think it'd be right here in this area, and I'll put this on the bottom when I fill that up, and put that on the second layer. And I might get one that I put out in the basically the carport of the house over there. I might just get the one other one and place it in the middle, or maybe the top. But honestly, a tower of totes, really, just to make everything better right now, because it's a little bit cumbersome in the living room area, and some of the stuff is just me keeping stuff to make sure I'm prepared later. Be prepared. So that's what I'm doing. All right, I'm gonna see you guys later after I relax, or if I figure out something else to do. So I also just went ahead and burned like a couple days of trash. And also, that's only 1/4 of the amount. I think 3/4 of it already burnt. I used the Furminator, one of these brushes, combs, that you can just do this and it gets rid of a lot of hair. That's how much, that's only 1/4 the amount of hair that I just got off a Ranger after I already vacuumed and everything. So that way it's not much of an issue, even though it's really not an issue for me whatsoever. But you know, I might as well make it a little bit more clean. So that's what I'm trying. All right, now I'm gonna relax a little bit after I watch that fire die out. Very early morning. So what I've done so far, actually, because I didn't sleep at all I did was research and think and honestly plan out some stuff. What I did do is I found this DC plug-in for my fridge, and you can have the AC and DC plug right there, and they're both right angles, so that works really well. And the AC is going to be always plugged in, so if the inverter's on, it'll be powered by the AC, and it has an automatic switch, so it can also, if the AC is not on, it just goes over to the DC, or if the DC is not on, it goes over to the AC. So it just automatically does that. And what I'm thinking, I was thinking at first of cutting the end of that and just running it under and connecting it to the electrical panel. But then I had the idea, why don't I just make a DC outlet that I can just have like with 2 USBs and a connection for something like this. So I think that's a pretty good idea, and I was thinking about having it right here at first, but now I'm thinking I could just have like a wire bump right here for like floors and everything, a wire guard, and I would just put something like that right there, and it would be black, or I would spray paint it copper or something like that. And I think the DC outlet, I would just have it like right around here, and I think this is 10 feet, and I'll just go ahead and show it. Yeah, that would easily get to it, to like where the, a little bit past where the lamp is. I think, yeah, it'll definitely work for that. And what I've already done is I finished up, just actually right now, filling my freshwater tank. I want to see what it got to, what level it is that filled. Hey Ranger, that's pretty good. That's 95% full. All right, so now I just need to fill those 3, that one and those 2. Fill those 3 jerry cans, so I have the extra 15 gallons, and honestly that's how I transfer water instead of driving my Skoolie all the way over there and just filling it up and then coming back over here. It's wasting diesel, so I just don't do it. And honestly, I have to make sure everything's secure more in here, so there's that too. And yeah, I'm just trying to figure out some other stuff. I'll probably see you guys later though. And while I'm here getting ready to pick up the water tube that I used to fill my freshwater tank with, this is what I was talking about the other day. I know it's dark, so you might not be able to see it completely, but there you go, it's better than the light, I guess. But some of that, and I'm just going to use some colored zip ties because I got a lot more zip ties now. I bought 2 big packs, basically one small and one large pack. And what I'm going to do is just put this over like this to protect the pigtail. Lift that up so I can actually get to it. There you go, and that's perfect fit, because I used the other pigtail to get a good fit earlier, the one that's messed up, and I'm still waiting for that other one to get delivered. And it told me it might be delayed, but I'm just hoping it might get delivered today. And also, if not, I'll also go to Camping World and see if they have other ones, maybe one that's stainless steel or something. All right, that's pretty secure on that end, and put this one in the middle. This. All right, put this one right there. That's not going to be moving. at all for a while. Anyway, lift it up and just turn it so the openings on the inside, so there's no way it can get damaged, like that. And now I'm going to take out my knife and cut the excess off, like that. I sharpened my knife earlier too with one of the sharpeners that I have, and I got it a pretty fine. I even got it to the fine part of the sharpener, and wow, that's pretty good. And now, you probably have seen, I just used the wrong thing. And I think I just found it out. Okay, so what was the issue was I had somehow labeled one of the, I just didn't label one of them, the fuses, and I just figured out what it is. And I'm gonna turn it off so I can put the fuse in. It's the front area diesel heater. Let me go ahead and turn that off, and that should work. And so what I was just doing is basically going around testing it to see when the light turned on or nothing worked. So that way I could figure out what it was. And now I'm gonna put that back. And I can't do it with just one hand too easily. So, give me 1 second. And also, that was extremely difficult for some reason. I just really can't fathom why. To get that wire to go in the small little holes that, well, honestly, I think I figured it out just now. The small little drill holes that I put to have all the wires go through, I think maybe I can do one more, but it's the two that I have on that 2x2 right here is almost done. As you could see earlier, basically, well, you probably didn't actually, what I had to do was basically wedge it in where another one was wedged out before, and I wedged it in, and then also used a aquarium landscaping tool that I still had, basically to wedge it and maneuver it so I could actually see it. And then I used some aquarium tweezers and I pulled it to where I needed it, and then I put it in that hole going right here and had it done there. So that was my number 14, and I didn't even realize it, but I have one more to go. Probably can't even see it. One more, 15 to go. So I have one more fuse that I can put to this panel, and one more wire I can connect. So that's actually good. And also that's good, like I figured out, and I hope I can probably fit one more wire into that hole or just in that area. because it's almost packed. And I'm glad I have some wire management skill, so I didn't basically all tangle it up, and it's not bad. I'll just say that. But now what I have to do is I'm going to think about where exactly I want it right here, because I don't want to drive the wire down. I don't think. No, I really don't. I kind of want it to be up here, and that may be good considering this as soon as I get that charging cable off. Is that, oh, USB-C, yeah, don't step on that. But if I bring that right over here, I should be good right there. Yeah, because that's even holding it right now. Well, actually, hold on a second, let me test something real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and step on that, and that's good right there, and that goes like right there, so that would not be long enough to reach there. So I'm trying to think, maybe I could extend that wire a little bit more, maybe, and have it come all the way down here. And I still haven't even hid these at all. This is still using that fan that I've basically had for a long time, and I just clipped the light switch right here because why not, and the diesel heater switch is right there. I'm so glad that works now. So that's good. And then I just need to basically hide all this stuff right here. Maybe the light switch will go right here, and maybe I'll figure out some way, like with this wire I just put right there. Maybe I'll figure out another little, like right there should be enough space for another wire, or two actually, and I probably can put another wire there. And yep, there's another space right there, but that's right on the edge of that. So maybe I'll have one thing of wood right there, yeah, to basically block it in or something. I have no idea really. And I'll have the outlet kind of like right around in this area right here, probably right here, right there. And it shouldn't be too hard, honestly, because I have a fish tool, the fish tape, so I can get the fish tape and basically push it and remove the trim right here, the piece of plywood that I use as trim. Remove that, get the fish tape, put the wires through, and then connect it to the fish tape right here, and then give it enough slack in the wires and pull it down to there. I think, well, honestly, it'd just be that one wire. All the rest of this is going to be stationary and it's not going to move. But that one wire right there, I might extend it and just have it go all the way over to here, and then come down, and then go through, and then come over to here, and be an outlet right there. I think I just figured it out. And you guys heard me do it. So now what I'm going to do is clean up a little bit and put stuff back in their places, because it's a little hard to move around right here. So I've done something. Even though I was cooking, I've turned off the light, the fan, and everything else that was using power, the solenoid I think, and I turned off the switch and everything, so my pasta is going to take a little bit longer. But I know it's not the best job, but this is what I've done, is basically I've just used this, because that's the negative, on a cigarette lighter, car adapter basically, and I attached that over here so it's touching the basically the frame, and I attach this to the positive, which is going to the back end right over there, and it's got a 20 amp fuse on it, and this is working pretty well, because I was a little bit worried after reading some stuff and everything and trying to figure out what kind of DC outlet, one or two USBs and a car cigarette lighter that I can put in my wall would look like, or can do. So I think I figured that out. So now I'm just gonna eat a little bit and relax, hopefully. We'll see if I relax or if I just keep looking up more stuff and doing more research on this so I can get this done. Good morning, finally again. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to go get that propane pigtail, replace it, and put a cover on it. And yeah, I finally got some good sleep. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. So I finally got my other one, and I've already put the tubing around it, and I actually attached another layer of it because it had a little gap right here on the ends, like right there and right there. But for the middle part, where the most accessible to damage, I guess, I just put another one and then I zip tied it and everything. But this one has that kind of end, and I really hope it still works because it has a different style ending, not the screw part, but right here is different than right there. So I really hope it fits. We're about to find out. And here we go, we're about to find out. After 10 seconds of me trying to screw it in, I finally got it in. And both of the gauges are in the green, right there and right over there. Both in the green, so I can use both propane tanks now. And I wove the zip tie to better be up there and reattached it a little bit further up, so that's not moving too harshly at all. So now what I'm gonna do is rest a little bit and also see if the DC outlet I got with two USB plugs, so exactly what I wanted, and hopefully it actually reads right with the amperage and everything, that it can work properly. And I'll attach it somewhere. It's not something I can use in the place in the wall. I'm definitely gonna place that light switch in the wall and figure out some way to basically conceal that those wires, really. So there's that too. I might make a little, I don't know, piece of wood just going between the top here and the bottom here over on that side. So I'm gonna figure out some other stuff, hopefully. Yeah, I'm really glad that propane tank issue is done. And before I rest, like I said I always do, if I have the equipment and I know exactly what I should do, I have to do it. So I've done it. I've made a switch right here that's connected to this right here, which is just connected with 3M squares, a long one right there and 2 squares on that one. That's pretty good, and I might place it somewhere else later, and all I have to do is take off the 3M tape and, on one side, and put it, well, probably the long one, and put it somewhere else, because that's pretty good. And all I've done so far is just put the negative right here, so it's against basically the frame of the Skoolie, and that looks pretty good. And that turned on. Of course I'm going to turn it off, and what this is 2 USBs and 1 car cigarette lighter. And just to make sure I plugged it in right, yep, I did. You just turn it off. That way, if I ever want my fridge to be on without my inverter being on, like it's not right now, I can just turn that switch on, and that works. The only thing I actually need to do now for this whole thing, besides placing that better and screwing that negative in, is basically just get a cord floor protector right there. And I think probably I'll get some black color, and I definitely have, I just saw it, copper spray paint, so I'll use that and make it look better. All right, now I'm gonna relax. I'll see you guys maybe later in the day, definitely tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. So, yeah, I did what I said, and I just went ahead and got a black 5-foot cord protector for the floor, and I'm gonna think of how I can get it to look decent on the floor. And then also I'm gonna cut it, but this may be the last you guys will actually see of me in this episode. So I'll see you guys some other time. And surprise again. Hey, I knew I needed to do something, so I did it really quickly. And honestly, I just laid down on the floor and put 2 weights on the other side with the extra batteries, basically. I just put that, so it should be good later on. And I know you're supposed to do it with water, hot water, between almost like 100-degree water and stuff like that, just to make it a lot more bendable and everything. But I just put it on the floor and the batteries, so that's good. Oh, and also for my outline, I finally just went ahead and cut out a good stencil for it, but I'm still waiting to decide where I want it, etc., and also just to make sure of some stuff. So I'll definitely see you guys next episode now.